Hi, I'm Kathy Tollison with Roar Motorcycles. I've got my brother Gary here with me today. We've had quite an adventure this week. Many of you had,
say the least.
Many of you saw the report of what happened when we were in Knoxville. We had our Suburban, our trailer, our motorcycles, including my Wildcat 2 prototype, stolen while we were there. And through a great series of events, we began to recover things. And Gary and I are going to tell a little bit of that story. For those of you who don't know Gary, Gary and my nephew Matt were the ones last season, they did the Amazing Race. And so Gary lives in Montana, but I was a little bit desperate, to say the least, last week, because I had to hurry up and get a Wildcat put together. Some of you know Gary Lyons had a minor stroke the same week. Gary's actually working better and feeling better than ever before right now, so we're excited about that. But Gary flew in to help me to get a bike put together real quick.
I got a call at midnight from my wonderful sister saying, "Are you awake?" And that's one of those, I am now.
Yeah.
And I knew she needed some help.
So yeah, he could hear desperation. I don't know if it was more for moral support or what, but he jumped on a plane, flew in, and they began putting a bike together right away. But in the middle of it, we had an intervention. We had just a series of events happen, and we were able to jump in a vehicle and go up and get our trailer. Now, someone tried to spray paint it to hide stuff, and there's spray painting in the back, but inside of it were both of our motorcycles.
Intact, nothing wrong, never been unstrapped.
They were sitting there as pretty as could be. We were so excited, and we just so want to thank Randy and Kristen Gracie with Southern Bikers, because they opened up their home, let us stay with them.
Huge hearts.
Took us around town, helped us with everything. Hopefully next issue, they're going to be able to share more of the whole story. And so you got to look for your Southern Biker magazine. And the Lady Bikers, they were fantastic. They were with us every step of the way. Took me places when I needed help and having to go places. But the incredible part of this story was Gary and I was so excited because we had our trailer and motorcycles, and we were finally heading down I-40, heading home, when I got a call from Jackie. And for those, Jackie's my assistant. A lot of you know who Jackie is, but we don't have our office open on Monday, so Jackie was at home. But being the faithful servant that she is, I needed a picture for an article that had to go out. So I had called Jackie. She agreed to go into the office. When she was there, she downloaded an email from a gentleman who was staying at Hampton Inn in Tennessee. And in the email it said, "I think I know where your Suburban was. I saw," because my Suburban is all lettered and logoed. He saw it, and
he said, if you, I believe you probably have already found your Suburban, but if you haven't.
So it's at the Hampton Inn off of this certain exit. Well, right at the time, Gary, he finally got me on the road, and we're heading home. And I started hitting him, and I said, Gary, pull off. And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I think my truck is here. I think my truck is here." Because Jackie had told me that it was the 407 exit.
And we
on I-40.
Just came to it.
We had, right as she was telling me, I looked up and it was the 407 exit. Yeah, no, yeah.
I was driving.
He was driving, I was over here. So I was hitting him from this side. And I said, "Pull off. If there's a Hampton Inn, we've got to go by there and see my truck could be there." So sure enough, we pull off, go up this hill, and as pretty as could be, my Suburban was sitting there.
In the parking lot, untouched, unharmed. Well, not untouched, but...
No, the door locks had been taken out, the ignition and things.
And the OnStar disabled.
And it had to be towed and things like that. But thanks to that Good Samaritan and other people, I have recovered my Suburban, my motorcycles, and my trailer. Now, most of the time people don't like to thank thieves, but I will thank these that nothing besides a real bad paint job over here was really damaged in what I had. I don't thank them from robbing from me or from anyone else, but it was just so incredible. Even the man picking up with the tow truck, he said, He said, I cannot, we never find vehicles in this condition.
All the cops have said the same thing.
Nobody, you know, we really don't understand this story. It's really bizarre. It was just trying to explain to the police officer that we had happened on our stolen vehicle. Our stolen vehicle was pretty interesting. But we are just so I can't even tell you how excited I am. And I also want to thank everybody, because I have had more phone calls, notes of encouragement. Just everybody has just been so absolutely wonderful during this time. But I did want to tell you that it's all home. Everything is home. And I want to thank everybody that really lent their hand in making that happen. I appreciate you so much. Yeah. I especially appreciate my brother for coming and helping me.